Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to BAKERpedia seminar on clean label bread. Today, I'll be your host. My name is Dr. Lynn, and this seminar is brought to you by Lesaffre, North America, a trusted partner to bakers around the continent, working to make the art of bread making more productive, creative, and inspiring. It is also made possible by Malt Products, an international company offering a full line of natural, nutritious grain extracts and sweeteners. Their ingredients are available with non-GMO and organic certification. Our final sponsor today is A&A Baking, who will work with you to develop a clear plan of action to reach your equipment and automation goals, helping taking your business to the next level. Today, we are joined by Miguel Gonzalez. Miguel is currently a sales manager at Lesaffre, North America. He has spent over 20 years in the baking industry, working for several industry leaders. Miguel has experience introducing new products to market, ingredient insight, ingredient sales, business development, and cross-cultural projects. Miguel will now share a presentation about the clean label market and reformulation tips.
Okay, so what we're going to share today is a study we made regarding clean label. That's our main focus today in the chat. So we're going to see some clean label insights and understanding a little bit what generations go after those products and what they think about them. So again, the objective is to share the study and identify some considerations in clean label applications. This is going to be the agenda for today. We're going to go through it rather fast, understanding a lot of clean label and the consumers. So why are we focusing more on clean label these days? Well, we have learned through our studies that more people are reading clean label, are more concerned about the labeling, the readings and the labels. 90% of them are checking them. So it also includes a lot the visual, the aspect of the product, trying to find something that's better for them, that they think it's more organic or natural as well. The goal of this is to understand a little bit of the generations that go for cleaner products. We include in this analysis people who look for clean label product and people who just look for bread, trying to see where they fit and what are their preferences. So that's a whole visual of the study. We made this in conjunction with C+R, the consumer study. And, we're going to try to identify a little bit better who's focusing on clean label, non-GMOs, organic, what are their perception, what do they understand by clean label, and that kind of stuff. The methodology. We did some ride-alongs with the study surveys, but we did a lot of online surveys as well to support all the data we're going to present you guys. So first of all is who's going to be the clean label consumer, but we got to start, I guess, by defining what is clean label, what do people believe it's clean label. Normally it's going to be products are natural, free of preservatives, additives, products that people think or perceive as natural, healthy, nutritional, but there's not a standard definition for it. A lot of people buy clean label, but they don't know its name, or we call it clean label in the industry. I talk to a lot of customers, and sometimes when I say, are you looking for a clean label product or not? I got to go and explain what clean label is. And they know what they want, but they just don't know. We call it a clean label. And so our market study indicates that 56% of people read ingredients labels and nutritional labels more carefully before buying nowadays. As well, 72% of the people are willing to pay a little extra for something that they consider is better for them. And they're willing to change brands if they see a similar product that contains a cleaner label or something that's an add-on like whole grains and that kind of stuff. And nearly two-thirds of them, they consider as well clean label short list of ingredients. If they see a product with a lot of ingredients, they immediately think it's, it has a lot of chemicals, a lot of stuff they don't need, and it's bad for them. So what are these consumers trying to look for? A lot of the ones who are reading the labels, a lot of them are looking for cutting sugar and carbs. You see a lot of people that are looking at labels, comparing one to the other. And if one has 5% more, less carbs than the other one, that's sometimes a decisive factor. And regarding generational, Generation C is more likely to look for natural, organic, locally sourced ingredients. Millennials, they look for short-time, long-term health in mind. Generation X, we try to reject junk food. We have the kids in teenage age right now, and we're trying to teach them how to eat better. And baby boomers, they're very hard to change their eating habits anymore. So they take a stick to what they eat normally. So the drivers for purchasing bread, they're still taste is still the best one. Everybody's looking for taste. They're not still 100% willing to sacrifice taste for something better. If it's not that big of a difference, they'll go ahead and do it. But taste still the king. They, indulgement, a nice piece of bread. That's still what they're looking for. 57% of them, or us, we want to enjoy food, and 64% don't follow the latest diet trends. They might have a diet, but not the latest ones or the one and that's currently that's a favorite diet. So clean label is among the 5 decision drivers. Like I said before, 92% like taste, crust, soft. Whole grains is a very important one. And again, clean label, simple and recognize ingredients, something that they know what it's there, they understand a little bit more, and it's not a big line of ingredients. So now if we start dividing that a little bit more into generational aspects of the population, we find out that Generation C, it's the ones that are seeking more organic and local products. They like to explore the store, they read labels a lot more, and again, they're looking for something more organic in certain cases, not really clean label, but they're just a step forward, I guess, regarding organic and locally. Millennials, they're concerned about the health aspects. They're interested in good products with clean label and not that many ingredients or conditioners or weird names in it. Generation X, we want products free of preservatives. We explore stores and we are more influenced by price than Generation Z or millennials. And boomers, they're at that stage that they care more about taste. They shop by routine. They're used to their food, as and they're not willing to make that change in their habits as easily as all the other generations. So these are just a lot of comparisons. Again, millennials and Generation Z, the youngest generations, they gravitate more towards fresh foods. Generation X, I consider myself Generation X, it's likely to avoid preservatives. Millennials, they're more interested in clean labels. So then Generation X, then Generation Z, and boomers are more likely to have heard the term, but they're not really interested in it. But baby boomers, it's I sometimes go to my parents' house and they got product that's expired, and I tell them that this is expired. Yeah, well, that didn't used to have an expiration date before. Now it's something new they put in the products, so they don't bother changing their habits that much. Um, Again, continuing comparing the generations, the Generation Z and Millennials and X are more likely to be interested in bread with clean label than the baby boomers, as we were saying. However, Generation Z has evolved a little bit more into organic and locally, while Millennials and Generation X are still good with the clean label situation, or focusing just in clean label rather than going all the way to organic and other specialty breads. So under this chart, we can see exactly that. We can see from how on your right, the baby boomers, they're the ones who are less paying attention into clean label, into all the different categories. And on the left side, you got millennials and Generation Z. You can see millennials are more higher than Generation Z, just for the fact that we were saying, Generation Z is going for the organic, while millennials is still focusing on clean labels. So when it's, who focuses more on clean labels, it's definitely going to be millennials out of the 4 generations. Something that influences a lot as well, not only the label, is the way the product looks. We can help a lot have that clean label perception on the way we present product and people look at it. If you go and see something like just recently made at the bakery, handcraft looked, white clear packaging, not so many colors or so many labels and things on them, that does help a lot to get that natural non-preservative filling in the product. So what do people think about when they hear clean label? Well, they hear that they're from that it contains familiar ingredients such as fiber, calcium, cheese, products that they can pronounce, product that they've seen someplace else, products that they're familiar with. They don't like to have products that are hard to pronounce or chemical names. That's what they don't consider clean label. Why they don't like? Why do they prefer to go to clean label? Well, or why they don't like those ingredients? Because a lot of it's hard to pronounce. It must be something chemical. It must be something that's not good for you. Some other products because they know it's not good for you. Or again, they see a weird name there and they think it's chemical, or they know it's a chemical and it's not natural or a real product. So those are the main factors when people like to go to clean label rather than commonly used product ingredients. Now, what are some of the products that are considered dirty label or not clean label? Products that are in the spotlight by the consumer. Some of them are going to be the emulsifiers. The most common emulsifiers are grating bread. They function really good, but they got that bad connotation, and people don't perceive them as clean. So some of them are like the monodicglycerides, SSL, CSL, Datum. Again, they're great products. The good thing is now in the industry, enzymes have evolved a lot, and now we have natural products that can substitute those and have the same or best functionality at even cheaper cost as well. So now you can have a product that's fitting that big percentage of the population looking for those cleaner labels, and you're going to have the same benefits. Another one's going to be the shelf extension products as well. You know, and you got a lot of names here that sound a little like chemicals: L-cysteine, propionate, iodate, peroxide. You know, so people see this in your label and sometimes don't like it or won't buy it because they think has a lot of preservatives and that kind of stuff. As well, now with the enzymes, they have evolved a lot, and there's some really good enzymes that are anti-staling agents that will give you the same results or even better than using this other ingredients that are not considered clean. So you reduce your ingredients list, you put just enzymes in there instead of a long chemical name, and you know, you're getting the same benefits for your consumers. So in quick conclusion, you know, what we were saying, a lot of consumers, they buy clean label product, but they don't understand that's the name, or they don't know that's the name. They just understand this concept and that's what they're looking for. But it's not a term that they're used to hear or they're familiar with. 90% of consumers nowadays spend some time reading labels and trying to identify the products or understand the products or the benefits, you know, which one has more carbs or less carbs. And mostly it's going to have to do a lot with generational differences, the understanding and the concept of what they're wanting and what they're looking for. Enjoyment and indulgence is still continue the key driver for buying breads, but 75% of the consumers is going to pay a little bit extra for something that they consider is better for them. And like we were saying, visuals can be a lot of impact as well in influencing the buyers at the shelf. And lastly, you know, what we were saying, you know, enzymes are a clean label solution, natural products that it's right now they're able to replace common emulsifiers and extend the shelf life products, ingredients in your bread with the same or better results. So my name is Miguel, you know, I'm here presenting this, and Bill wasn't able to join. But there's Bill's email and my email. You can contact me as well if you need anything. And
Thank you.
we go for questions now if you guys want.
Yeah,